right, we're ready?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh!
Woof.
Hey, that's right. This is a brand new episode of the Game Den. And with me are my lovely co-host, Graveturtle,
Hello.
my good Fred past the remote,
Oh.
and the Chaotic Doc himself.
1, 2. I've been hanging around Valfood too much. I forgot what comes next.
You'll get there someday, buddy. So-
One day I soon will count a potato.
Gaben.
So today's topic is definitely more of a just an observation, a rant, maybe a wishful thinking, I guess, at this point.
Lots of wishful thinking.
Yeah. We're going to talk about some franchises that should have gotten new entries by now. And there's no reason that we can think of why not. Like, money on the table being passed up.
Yeah, like seriously, one of these games coming out would be like hitting print money.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, okay. Let's talk about the monkey in the room real quick. Where the fuck is my new Ape Escape? Sony, you own it. Nobody else owns it. Sony owns it. It is their fucking property.
Nope. Here's what we're gonna get. We are going to get Ape Escape being referenced in an Astrobot thing, just like with Jack and Daxter and Sly Cooper and all that other stuff. Because Sony don't want to make anything unless it's a AAA service game. Fuck you, Jim Ryan.
It was in the new Astrobot game. They had like a whole Ape Escape mini section.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the thing is that all these older series that they have access to, they don't want to do it. PlayStation CEO Jim Ryan destroyed the environment of PlayStation and their exclusives more than I think people really understand, because it's going to be at least half a decade, if not more, before they actually kind of figure out, you know what, live service games are just not going to make you any money. Maybe make games people might want to play, like Ape Escape or Sly Cooper or Jack and Daxter, or something. Maybe, I don't know, re-release the old Ratchet and Clank games.
Yeah.
Could do that. Good. But no, instead Nintendo is now said, no Ape Escape. Well, banana. and decided it's just going to stomp on Sony's balls by having Donkey Kong be one of the best games this year, I think.
Yeah.
Well, also like right now, everyone's all kind of, because of the Astrobot games, everyone's very nostalgic for a lot of these older franchises, or intrigued if it's not a franchise that they had encountered before, if they missed it the first time around. Because you have all these little cute robots and little cute robot suits for all these characters doing cute little things. And so now is like the time to strike while the nostalgia's hot, because everyone's going to want to play those again, especially the franchises that they did little mini special themed levels for, like Ape Escape.
Yeah. No, there's so much of this is money on the table, and it's just they're not doing it.
Well, and unfortunately, when it comes to video game devs, like the well's been very poisoned, and that's kind of why we're in the middle of a gaming crash. It's not a good sign.
No.
But I actually wanted to kind of, you went with Ape Escape. I kind of want to give Microsoft the task of, you own Rare. Where the fuck is there? Why is there not been any kind of Banjo Kazooie or Conquer game in like 20 fucking years?
No Banjo Kazooie, no Conquer, no Perfect Dark.
Like, like, where did you put Rare? Where did you send them? Did you send them to the Forza mines?
Actually,
Where the
last
fuck
thing,
did they go?
the thing I remember about what they did with Rare, actually, originally they sent them to the Connect mines.
Oh no!
Yeah, because they were in charge of the Connect launch titles and the integration with the avatars, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where Rare went originally. But now I think the problem is that Rare's kind of up in the air at the moment because a lot of the guys who were on those teams for Banjo and Conquer and the rest of them all fucked off and started their own teams. Probably at Playtron, probably at Playtronic Labs, most likely making ukulele.
Oh yeah, that's most of the crew who made.
Oh no! The last thing Rareware made was the 2020 Battletoads game. Oh no!
Oh boy,
Yeah.
that game.
That game's awful.
Really?
It
Yes.
has good ideas. They are not executed well at all.
Okay, it's okay. It's like it's assistance with Rare. They weren't the main devs, but they assisted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because like I said, I think Rare mainly.
That's like sorry. I was gonna say that's like saying that the Fiber assisted with you dropping a deuce.
I was going to say, I think Rare was mainly bought not for their IPs, but for a lot of the programmers that were really good with kind of using, like, taking hardware and kind of boosting it, because we forget that a lot of Rare's N64 days really pushed the N64, so much so, famously, of course, DK64 needed the expansion pack. So
Yep.
I get the feeling a lot of Rare's team was more just the engineers. So
There's a funny story about that. When Microsoft bought Rare, the executive goes, "Oh, we own Donkey Kong." Yeah.
well, yeah,
Microsoft literally did not know what they had. This was Microsoft buying a studio not knowing really what they had. But the fact is, you still had Banjo Kazooie. You still had, Conquer. And the fact is, you had the ability of making these great 3D platformers that they did on N64. But yeah, they have been basically sent to the mines. And no, just like Toys for Bob.
Yeah, it doesn't really help that I
Toys for
remember
Bob
the
got free,
first
though.
They did, but they're the rare exception, not the rule.
Yeah.
At the moment,
Toys for Bob
I
owns
remember
themselves now.
the first big Rare game post Microsoft bought was Grabbed by the Ghoulies, which was an Xbox exclusive, I believe.
Yeah.
What I remember, that was like Ape Escape, but with mutants. That's the most I remember. But the problem is that when Microsoft bought Rare, they were already shifting into the first-person shooter mines. Halo had already gotten fucking huge, thanks to Halo CE, and Halo 2 was about to come out and bring even more fucking audience. So Microsoft was already shifting towards that demographic. So Rare, even with Rare, they tried to adapt with Perfect Dark Zero as a launch title for the 360, but not a lot of people played it. Everybody else was distracted by like Fight Night and the other Rare game, Cameo. Like they had these two games
That's another
at
one
the
that has
launch of the
issues.
360.
Yeah, Rare's track record isn't as great as everybody remembers being.
Yeah, and
I think it's less. I think it's less that it's not as great as they think it is. It's more that their best stuff is really damn good, but their bad stuff is pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
When they're
I
on
think-
point, they're on point. When they're
Yeah.
not,
Yeah,
well,
Yeah.
it's girl with the golden curl syndrome. You know, when they're good, they're really really good. When they're bad, they're fucking terrible.
Fun fact for our audience: the game named "Grabbed by the Ghoulies" was named such mostly because Rare didn't realize it was a joke about grabbing someone by the balls.
You mean Microsoft didn't know? I think Rare probably knew.
No, they actually did.
They
The
are
people-
British.
They are. They're
Although-
British, yeah, but they didn't.
someone knew.
It was like literally one of the jokes where it was like, "Oh, whoops."
I will forgive them for this because I want to say in one of the Banjo Kazooie games they have a pig called Crispy Bacon,
Yes, they do.
and that makes me laugh.
There's that. There's the. Granted, this is also the same team that gave us the funny relationship between the bees and a sunflower. So.
I mean, Conquer was exactly just. It was all that was Rare humor.
Mhm.
So yeah, as far as I'm aware, Rare's just kind of got mined out and stripped, for that a lot of the engineers are just
Yeah.
dived in the Xbox team, while the more notable faces left and either are starting something else or retired and are just doing like con circuits. Like I know David Wise does guest spots occasionally, but I don't think he's really done a lot of like peer composing. And Kirk Hope, of course.
Mhm.
Some of the others.
And my thing is, you could, you know, oh, you want to do more of a first-person shooter? Okay, Rare did make GoldenEye 64,
Mhm.
so
They did, but also the problem is that their style of first person shooter and the first person shooters that were kind of getting popular were not completely different from each other, but they had just enough difference that it kind of split the whole thing. Like you think about Perfect Dark and you think about something like a Gears of War
Mhm.
or like of course the big example being Call of Duty. These are, while they are still first person shooters at their core, Perfect Darks is very very more specific about more in the style of, like, I guess today we would call them like boomer shooters. So
Yeah.
in the style
Oh, yeah,
of
yeah.
stuff like GoldenEye, Turok, more recent indie games like Ultra Kill and Metal Hellsinger, like those.
Mhm.
While what was getting popular at the time was the Call of Duty cover style. So it was like Call of Duty, Gears of War, Battlefield.
yeah.
What's another good one? Like Medal of Honor before that went kaput. You know,
Yeah.
and the funny thing is, you could also argue that later on, Call of Duty ended up trying to be Perfect Dark with the fucking Advanced Warfare games. So it's like, it's one of those things where it was the right guys for the wrong thing at the wrong time.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, yeah, we can move right along. Again, this is gonna we could jump all over the place. There's all kinds of companies we could talk about. For instance, Konami.
Oh boy.
Where do I fucking begin with you?
Have you tried making video games instead of pachinko machines?
No, the
Where-
problem is not that they're still making pachinko machines. The problem is they still only really making remasters.
Because I know
And,
there's
like,
a few. Oh yeah, no, I know there's a few that Grave would want to bring up from them. One I want to bring up, real quick. Where the fuck has been my new Castlevania? Why has it been so long? Why was the last one Lords of Shadow 2, you fucks?
I mean, I was about to say technically there's been a new one, but it's like, no, wait, that was a remake of the arcade game.
Yep, that's not new. That does
Fair
not
enough.
count.
Yeah, I want to. Yeah, because the fact is, you know, you had the Netflix show that was popular, so how come you don't have a Castlevania game? That's
Yeah,
And-
you would you would think.
Yeah. And if you want to say, oh well, you've got Castlevania, it's called what was that?
Bloodstained.
Bloodstained. Yeah, it's the Bloodstained series. Konami. Sweetie. Honey.
that's we have Castlevania at home.
Yeah. That's passing
Not
the
the
buck.
shit on Bloodstained.
That's
I have
passing
played.
the. Oh yeah, no, it's good. It's good. I will say it's good. But Konami, stop fucking around. You're letting others upstage you.
No, Ookami, you know what's even the worst part? You know what's the closest thing you can get to new Castlevania games? DLC for other games.
Yeah, a fucking Vampire Survivors. Good fucking
Vampire
god.
Survivors, Dead Cells had the big Castlevania DLC. That V Rising game, I think, had a massive Castlevania DLC as well.
Especially at a time when Metroidvanias are more popular than ever.
Yeah.
Even Metroid knew that they needed to put a new game out.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
And look how well that did!
Dread did a fucking amazing.
And
Yeah.
it's the best
Castlevania,
Metroid game.
Genre
Changing my
namer
mind.
should know that they should put a game out.
Like, I'm not even the biggest Metroid fan. We will talk Metroid eventually, but I think that is going to be our next episode. But even I, who doesn't really play it very much, own a copy of Dread. Because I respect and I know. Like, holy shit.
I think the interesting thing about the big problem with Konami when it comes to not releasing new games is that they kind of have the Square Enix problem of being perpetually stuck in, we need to find the audience for this. Because when you think about it with Castlevania in particular, the last big Castlevania releases, other than the DLCs, have been collections. You had the Anniversary Collection, the Advanced Collection, most recently the Dominus Collection.
Well, let's be honest here. The biggest problem Konami has right now, and will continue to have until they pull their head out of their ass and get over it, is they're fighting with Kojima.
Yeah, this is true. Considering
You just got your name off of this stuff because it's ours and not you. Yo, Kojima never made Metal Gear. Don't even try, bitches.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? The thing is, even if you argue that Konami's problem is with Kojima never touched Castlevania.
Yes, he
So
did.
they have less of an excuse.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. You have him to
Kojima?
thank for Lords of Shadow.
Wait,
Take from that what
yeah.
you will. But, like, yeah. Kojima was supposed to run the entire trilogy, and yes, that was supposed to be a trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, of course he backed off, he left, but, like, yeah, he was supposed to run like, yeah, he has connections to Castlevania.
Fair enough, I guess, but it's just, I don't know. Konami just seems like one of those companies where they're focused on, I hate to say nostalgia mining because that makes me sound like a cynical asshole, but the problem is it doesn't really help when you have the Castlevania collections, the Silent Hill 2 remake, Contra, essentially, new Contra game essentially being a remake of the first game.
They are all after, it's the nostalgia. Yeah, that's all they're grabbing at.
Yeah, I hate saying that, but it's true. Like, because
It is
honestly,
definitely true.
yeah, I've played the collections. I even played Contra Operation Galuga. It actually was pretty decent.
I need to play that. Yeah, I want to.
Although it didn't really help. It kept on reminding me that it was originally supposed to be a mobile game. So,
Grave, when was the last time you were able to dust off your spirit camera?
Oh my gosh.
oh
long.
yeah,
So long. Fatal Frame. Why? First, it's like, we get 3 of the Fatal Frame games, and then nothing for years because they decide no export for you. even though like those were like some of the few games that actually really made good use out of like the Wii and the motion controls and such,
Right, yeah.
and the microphones in the Wiimotes. And so nothing for the longest time. And then we get them. And now more just nothing.
Mostly just
Especially like,
re-releases as far as I'm aware.
and we haven't had like they've re-released all the games. And that was a long time ago. And now it's like the spooky games are more popular than ever. And yet one of the big titles of the spooky game genre, nothing. Crickets.
Yeah.
And not even spooky crickets.
Who owns Fatal Frame?
Koei Tecmo.
Koei Tecmo.
Okay. Okay, I see the problem. Koei Tecmo. Last time I checked, Koei Tecmo is just all about them Dynasty Warriors minds right now. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Not wrong. Yeah, no, there's
I will
plenty.
say I do feel for Grave on this, but there is a part of me that's like, you have that problem with Toei Tecmo. I have that problem that Dead or Alive got shafted with 6 and has never come back. And also, it took them this fucking long to make Ninja Gaiden games, and one of them was just a kind of mediocre remaster. Whoops.
Yeah. What's funny about 6 is you can thank Sony for that bullshit.
Sony.
Ever since Sony had lost its Japanese division and just is centered out of fucking California.
Yep.
Oh, God.
Avatar? Are you okay?
Oh, whoa. What are you?
Send help.
Oh, no.
Did you break yourself? Sony
myself.
broke you?
I think it did.
Press R.
No. I did press R.
Oh, no.
That ain't working. Sony.
Oh,
The way your eye moved, too. Your fucking eye goes...
But the thing about it, like, yeah, especially the fact that you had that huge thing with, with the Netflix Castlevania, like that, like the series especially started off so huge, and not even it started off huge. Let's start development on it, and we would have had a new game by now. Nope. And then it's like, and not only that, the whole thing with Kojima and this will date when this came out. But hey, guess what just came out? Yeah, Kojima just made another game that people are just like, oh, this is awesome. And Konami is just like, nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Speaking of animes coming out and then no game following it, it's like just as recently we had the Nier Automata anime, and yet no new entry in the Draconeer series.
Yeah.
It's like, and not even an announcement of, hey, we're going to start working on it. That's the weirdest. Well, I think part of the issue is that when it comes to announcements, like they announce things way too early, but all you guys say is, hey, we're developing it. We'll let you know when we have something else. Bye. You don't have to do the Nintendo thing of, we're not going to tell you anything.
Yeah, Nintendo just likes dropping things out of nowhere.
It's just like, we have a logo.
True.
Anything else? Nah, just the logo.
But I mean, when they do that, then it's like, oh, this just random ass direct Prime 4. And you're just like, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
Just random ass thing. We're just going to drop Prime fucking 4. Okay.
Oh, Nintendo's not even safe from that one. Now you know how Capcom fans felt when they randomly announced the 2 different fighting collections on a random Switch Direct.
Yeah.
So it's like,
and speaking of fucking Capcom, when Konami was like, we have Bloodstain, that's fucking, Castlevania at home. Hey, we gonna get any update to any of the Mega Man franchises? You know, you can't. You know, we're just gonna let Inafune make more fucking Mighty Number Nines. That'd be, well, that's Mega Man at home. You're like, no. Like it was bad enough when he made that one, and then he had 11, which was good, but that's 6. That's getting on 7 years ago. Like there's no update to the Mega Man X series or to the Legends series or
We will
Zero
never
series,
get Legends
Battleman.
3.
We
It's
will
just
not get
never gonna
Legends 3. We will
happen.
never gonna have our dancing monkey robot that knows everything.
I just want a Legends collection of
We're not even gonna get that.
1, 2, and Tronbon.
Well,
That's all I
that-
want.
Admittedly, a collection does seem more possible than
The problem
That's
is
pretty
that with Legends 1, they'd have to redo the inputs because Legends 1 came out just a little bit before something called the DualShock.
true.
So
yeah.
it didn't have analog inputs.
So yeah, it's D-pad with tank controls. Yeah.
Yeah, like not even, and those also have done all the collections. But you know what? Legends collections and nothing with the X series. Like, and that my issue is, oh, we'll put some little doodad thing in for Monster Hunter World, and I'm like, can we get a Mega Man, please? Is it that hard to make a goddamn Mega Man game? Like, it ain't
Apparently.
that fucking hard. I guess so.
Yeah. Although I did, speaking of, I sent Okami this video. It's a funny ass theory. I don't think it's true, but it's funny. Shout out to Marty Silva at Second Wind, formerly the guy's formerly at the Escapist. He had a massive theory that Pragmata was secretly a Mega Man reboot. It's kind of stupid, but it's amazing. Don't look at me like that. Blame Marty. It was his fucking video. I'm not saying it's true.
No, there's so many, like, God, even Nintendo's not immune to this.
Oh, true.
Yeah, and usually Nintendo is pretty good about holding on to the franchises, and that everyone finds nostalgic and putting out new games in them. I mean, it used to be everyone made fun of Nintendo for that, but I think we've kind of reached a point where we're all kind of grateful for it.
There's Zero.
Yeah. Hey, my boob lights are being able to be seen.
Nice.
You never know with the green screen.
Oh yeah, true. I think because it's a dark enough green. Yeah, I mean, let's look at that. No new Punch Out since the Wii.
Yeah.
I mean, especially especially with all the other things where you've got like you had like I know the Wii had motion controls and all that, but this should be fine.
We know Captain Falcon is pissed.
Oh, yeah.
He's drowning himself in his sorrows.
Especially, it doesn't really help that the last F-Zero game wasn't even really fully made by Nintendo.
No, it was Sega. Sega made the best F-Zero game ever, and that's why we'll never get another F-Zero game, because Nintendo doesn't know how to top it. Let's see. I actually made a proposition, or I proposed, like, when I came up with this idea. It started with me thinking about just randomly. I'm like, Nintendo games that they could totally do some new stuff with. Like, they've come far. They could totally go, like, make new entries in these franchises. And I'm like, these, like, dead franchises. And then I stopped and thought and went, why did they never make a 3D Ice Climbers?
For the same reason they've never made another Earthbound game after Mother 3.
Oh, yeah.
and we only had that one Kid Icarus game on the DS.
Yeah.
3DS, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like you have all these characters in Smash Bros, and you're not making games for them.
Let's see. There's that. There's the fact that after Chibi Robo Ziplash Bomb, they decided fuck that robot. We're not using him again.
Oh god, that poor bot. God. There's a lot of them. You could do something with Duck Hunt and all that. You could absolutely do something like that. So with that,
You know what? I'm surprised they never did. Now that you say that,
huh?
they had VR with Labo. Couldn't they have done like a Duck Hunt VR game?
That
Yeah.
would have been interesting.
Granted, I know that Labo kind of sucks, but like, you had the option.
It does.
I mean, they could have even like done like a first-person shooter Duck Hunt.
You don't even have to go that
Dude,
far. You could have just done like you could have done like a Link's crossbow training. You could have done like a Link's crossbow training, but with Duck Hunt. Like you had the prep.
Or just use like the motion controls and everything that they put in these days.
Yeah, like you had that down since the fucking Wii, like the Wii and the Wii U. I don't see how that was a problem for you guys.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of these ones. I could totally see them coming up with new entries and stuff, or like,
Jesus, that poor model made Mega Man's head huge.
I
am Big Brain Man.
Oh god.
Yeah, it looked like a bobblehead there.
It
Yeah.
did look like a bobblehead. What the weird thing is that like looking at the whole model, it looks fine, which means that model is fucking gigantic.
I mean, God, what was their little shitty fighting game that they could do so more with, where like literally it's just like two guys in the fucking street beating the shit out of each other?
Urban Champion?
I could see you doing something with that.
Maybe that one.
Like not even like a full retail release. I'd say make it like a small game.
Even that is just like, I know the whole premise of this episode, but
Let's do
if
that
there's
with
one
Labo.
franchise I'm kind of glad stayed dead, Urban Champion was it.
Let's do that with Labo VR.
Like an oh god, Urban Champion, really?
Wow, it feels like the slowest ass beating I've ever had.
I don't know. That sounds like it would be worse than the one Connect fighting game at Ubisoft.
Oh,
Fucking, what was it? Fighters Uncaged?
yeah, something like that. I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out there like to fuck around now at that point. But like,
Although, I can switch companies. We can talk about fucking Ubisoft.
oh
Guys,
sure, yes.
You've been teasing about this for years. What the fuck happened to Beyond Good and Evil?
That is a good question.
Oh man.
And one that will probably never be answered.
No,
Like,
we will never get
They
an
haven't even
answer.
admitted that they canceled it at this point, so it's just fucking up in the air. We have like a trailer and some screenshots, but that's about fucking it.
It's hiding in the same place that Silk Song is.
Oh god. Sorry, Hollow Knight fans. We know we hope it comes out this year. We hope.
Supposedly it will. We
I'm-
saw more.
There's that. There's Rayman, of course. Kind of. The funny thing is that I'm not even talking about Rayman in general. I'm surprised they never tried a 3D Rayman again. When you think about it.
Yeah, 3D platforming Rayman. Yeah.
Yeah, the last couple, Rayman anything was the two Artworks games, which are really good, but we haven't really had anything Rayman since.
No.
And then just a lot of the Rabbids games. Like, the Rabbids have a more of a franchise right now than Rayman.
Oh, the fucking rabbits. Yeah.
Like, even with the two XComs for Babies games being good, it still blows my mind that the Rabbids have more games and crossover with Mario before Rayman did.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, you know why they're doing it. They're stuck in the fucking Assassin's Creed mind. So it's like, yeah, but even they admitted they want to take a break from it.
Well,
Granted, we say that then Skull and Bones was a thing, but whatever.
yeah, I think that's one of the big problems that a lot of these devs have nowadays. It's they get focused on one franchise, and all these other franchises that they've done just kind of get lost in the sauce. And it's like,
Naughty Dog.
yeah, Naughty Dog.
Oh, Naughty Dog.
Naughty Dog, who is like, you made Last of Us. That is 2 games that you have basically gone on for like what, 15 years now.
Yeah.
It's like,
So yeah, like I'm kind of
think
glad
it
they
ain't that
moved
good.
on. I hope Interstellar or Intergalactic or whatever the fuck that game's called. I hope it's good, but it's like, guys,
intergalactic, planetary,
intergalactic. Yeah. But like, guys, you couldn't even like hint at the idea of like, oh, maybe we'll have a small team, like see if we can do concepts for new Jack and Daxter or like. You had fucking Activision find somebody, make a Crash game better than you.
Yeah.
How? Granted, Activision then fucking dive bombed Crash after Crash Team Racing Crash 4 with fucking a kind of shitty MOBA attempt and some AI bullshit, but like, they fucking did it.
Yeah.
That's honest. Although with Naughty Dog's big problem to me, I can't help but blame the guy who's at the head of it, even though I know there's probably some decision makers at Sony are not helping, but like, why do I can't help but feel like this is all somehow Neil Druckmann's fault. I can't fucking help myself.
yeah,
Probably is.
Yeah, Mr. Before Last of Us, there wasn't anything cinematic in video games. Like, motherfucker, really?
The stories never mattered in video games up till that point. Fuck you!
That just way to make yourself sound like someone who hasn't played very many games.
Well, of course he has. Or of course he hasn't. When he's not milking The Last of Us, he's shilling AI and crypto with Troy Baker.
Like, that's right up there with Spielberg saying, or what was this? Yeah, that was right up there with Spielberg saying that nobody will ever cry at a video game at a scene in a video game. It's like, okay, granted, he was saying that back in the 80s, I believe. But it's like,
that's like 40 fucking years ago. At least there, you're like,
yeah,
okay, we hadn't quite gotten to that part.
yeah. Nowadays, I'm pretty sure he goes, no, I get it.
No, I think even back then there were plenty of people who cried when they lost their Oregon Trail game.
Yeah.
I lost so many to
dysentery. Does suck.
I lost so many to dysentery.
That is not a great way to die.
No, and it always happened like early on. I'm like, how? How am I doing this?
Even though we're memeing on that, I could look. There were some good like early CRPGs that are really doing great stories, like Wasteland, the Ultima games, Wizardry, if you want to count that.
Well, I mean, there were also games like Dungeon,
Yep.
which were almost entirely text-based, but they were probably more complex than you would think of for games way back then.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then like the games of the early 90s, like Myst and even the early Baldur's Gate games.
Baldur's Gate, yeah.
Yeah, Myst is definitely, for what it was, the achievements that it was able to do, being on one CD, that thing was just like, holy shit.
It's a slideshow, but it's a slideshow that tells a damn good story.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful slideshow. Although its sequel is an even better slideshow.
There's multiple sequels that are better slideshows.
Riven is my favorite of that. Although Myst 3 Exile is pretty good, especially because they got fucking Brad Dourif to play the villain.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. And he brought it. Like, he did not phone that shit in.
Well, like even in like the first Mist, you
Mhm.
know, the FMV sequences had actually really
Oh,
good
yeah.
acting for back then, and the later versions with the updated graphics, you want the videos of the actors
Yeah,
look
yeah.
way better.
Which is always, it's always funny because even Rand Miller, even now, is just like, I'm not an actor. Why do you guys always want me to play Atris? Like, let's get a professional to do it. And they're like, nah, you're fine.
You know, another one.
Though I actually did play that remake. I did like that remake. That was
Nice.
actually not too. That was good.
Another one that's kind of,
Uh-huh.
it's always just driven me nuts. FromSoft. You've got a lot of games that I grew up with. I haven't seen a goddamn sequel since the early 2000s.
I will say this. Years ago, I would have been right up there with you, and then guess what? Just a few years ago, Armored Core 6, and you're just like, oh.
Well, you got Armored Core 6, but I have not heard a peep since the early 2000s on Kingsfield.
Mm-hmm.
I have definitely not heard a peep since the mid 2000s with Echo Knight.
I think I get you there, but I think the problem with those coming back is that they hit on the same beats that FromSoft is getting with fucking Dark Souls and Dustbloods. So it's like
Not Echo
I
Knight,
don't.
though. Oh, no,
uh,
Echo Knight was a completely different game.
Well, I'm thinking specifically like the dark fantasy elements. I think.
Well, that would have been Kingsfield.
Yeah, I don't know. It feels like FromSoft's big thing right now is keeping Armored Core fans happy while also still seeing how much they can milk out of the genre they've accidentally created.
And part of that also is that with that genre, they went from being a much smaller dev that put out a lot of budget games to being one of the bigger. So, it's a lot of it is a victim of their own success.
Mm-hmm.
And that although Nintendo is going to be getting basically a sequel to Bloodborne.
Yep, the thing everybody's been demanding. It's like it's Bloodborne and all. It's Bloodborne 2 in all but name.
Yep.
Yeah, that's still the funny one again, where it's like Sony refuses to make a sequel, and Nintendo's like, "Why don't you come over here? We have a system for you."
Yeah.
But yeah, I think as far as a lot of the other stuff with FromSoft, it's just that they became such a big studio, and the Soulsborne became such a big genre that it's just like they can't go back to doing the little stuff. I mean,
They're
they do
a victim of
Kingsfield-
their own success.
if
Yeah.
Kingsfield comes back, it will be basically very Soulsborne.
Yeah, it'd be Soulsborne with the Kingsfield name stapled on it.
If they
Mhm.
still kept it a first-person dungeon crawler, though, I'd still think that would be a fucking amazing. Like literally that kind of Souls style Kingsfield.
Oh yeah,
That would
Or
be
like,
insane.
And a lot of
Eternal
indie
Reign.
games are trying to do the Souls thing in different perspectives, like first person, third person. I've seen some isometric stuff.
Mhm.
So it's like it's entirely possible. It's just that you don't know if FromSoft wants to take that risk.
I mean, because see, that also brings up the argument, like that a lot of people I've heard made, which is that, well, you have all of these indie companies making these games for you. I'm like, yeah, but not really.
You still want the name, and you still want the.
I want that franchise. I want a new entry in that franchise. I shouldn't have to go for, oh well, it looks like the product.
Yeah. I think one of the other big problems that happens with this is the time and the money and the manpower needed to make games on these consoles, and that this kind of thing has gone has grown exponentially. So
Oh
a
yeah.
game that might have taken maybe a year or less to make, like a
We'll
King's
take
Field
like
back in the
6.
day, will
Yeah.
We'll
take,
take like
you know, upwards of 5 years, and it's very difficult.
Mhm.
I so I'm but you brought up. I want to bring up Bethesda. Hey, Bethesda,
Oh God, Bethesda.
the number after 5 is 6. We gonna get a new Elder Scrolls game?
Yeah.
I mean, yes, thank you. You put Oblivion out and remastered it. You gonna then do Morrowind? Are we gonna get literally Elder Scrolls 1 and 2 remastered before we get Elder Scrolls 6?
you have the same problem Persona fans have right now.
Well, it's not quite Gabe Newell's issues with the number 3.
3, true. But the thing I want to tie back to Bethesda, I think the interesting thing is in my head, I think the reason Elder Scrolls 6 takes so long, other than it being Bethesda, I don't know. For some reason in my head, I feel like this is them using 6 to finally get off of the creation engine. It's a pipe dream, I know, but it's like
We'll
I feel
see.
like I can't help but feel that.
We'll see. We'll see. But here's the thing, though. Why get off the creation engine when modders will do our job for us?
But the problem is they tried that with Fallout 76 and saw how well that went. I think that well's run dry at this point.
But here, the problem though is that I for that are they going to then just do like Unreal Engine? Are they going to make another engine? Like I could
50-50.
see management just being so obstinate of we're just going to keep using this engine, and it going to be the big problem of hey,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that's the thing. I say 50-50 mainly because part of me feels like Bethesda gave that Oblivion River to someone else to use an Unreal Engine as a test run.
Mm-hmm.
So I could see them shipped over to Unreal Engine and
Yeah.
how powerful that engine is getting for certain things. But I also can't help but feel like Bethesda and Todd are thrifty bastards and they don't want to pay Epic any more money. So they might just be desperate enough to make their own engine.
I could see that.
Then again, I could also just see him just take the creation engine from out its grave, slap another coat of paint on, and said, "Hey, there we go, new engine." Like I said, and especially didn't help that after Fallout 76 and Starfield, which I forgot to mention, it feels like the whole we'll put it out and then the modders will fix it for us has run completely dry.
Oh,
Like I think they know they can't pull that shit again.
oh, fucking Starfield.
Spaceships have dragon animations.
Yeah. So, bottom line, folks, we could go on all fucking day. There are so many franchises that deserve new entries. Why have we not seen these? Like, there's so many companies. It's like, hey, get up off your ass, take this money, and go. Like, but
Hi, hey, how you doing?
fuck it. Fucking EA. Like, EA is its own goddamn issues.
Yeah.
Like, that's a whole nother story. Like, I would absolutely love to, do an episode down the road where we just say, hey, let's talk about problematic companies. And we just go,
Yeah,
let's
Okay,
get
let's shit on EA and Konami for about 3 hours.
fucking EA, Konami, fucking Blizzard, Activision, Ubisoft, like, oh dear God. Like, that is a whole nother discussion. Fuck you, Konami, for killing Hudson Soft. But, like, yeah. End of the day, folks, we're just we're angry gamers, okay? We we just want our games to play, and we're frustrated that we haven't gotten these ones, like the ones we adore the most. So, do we have anything else to add?
Let's see. EA fucking released the code for the Aki engine so people could make Def Jam style fighting games again. Number one. Also SSX. Where's SSX? It's been a fucking decade plus. Fuck you, EA. I can't. Fuck you, EA. I didn't want to pay fucking Ubisoft for Steep or Riders Republic or whatever the fuck random simulation games they've been making. What's another good example? Oh yeah. Hey Sega, I know you said you guys are making it, but you got any more info on that fucking Jet Set Radio game instead of just it's happening? Please, thank you for the love of fucking God.
Yeah, Jet Set Radio, Nights. Fuck, I'd play a new Restar. Ooh, a 3D Restar. A Ristar. Yeah. Fuck, that would be fun.
Shit, but going back to Konami, like, guys, you have Sparkster right fucking there.
Yeah, bring the little guy out.
And it doesn't really help that we can also talk about some of these companies that have acquired other companies over the years and like absorbed their franchises. So like again, Bethesda's a big example. Like id, please for the love of God, buy Duke Nukem back from Gearbox. I don't want to see what Randy and fucking Addy are gonna do with that fucking series. Please for the love of sweet Christ. And while you're at it, buy the Borderlands license back from Randy. I don't know what the fucker that guy's doing. I don't want to know what he's doing anymore.
No.
They'll never. No more corporate consolidation, please. Let's not do that because it is now owned by Microsoft. Let's not. No, thank you.
Let's not live on this monopoly board, please.
No.
Yeah, like fucking. We already had. Fucking Devolver Digital already predicted this like 3-4 years ago, in their direct with the fucking Mecha 51 where everybody's buying everything, creating the fucking singularity. Let's not go that way.
Ladies and gentlemen, basically, at the end of the day, all of our problems with franchises that haven't come back yet are all down to late capitalism.
And I think my last contribution to this is one nobody is going to expect. I don't think. Let's all just stop fucking around. Stop jerking us around. Get some clay model kits. Get to work. Have some fun. Let's play some fucking Clay Fighter.
You say that, but considering what some indie games I've seen, or like some games I've been doing with Unreal Engine and like simulating like crafting, I could see that.
Pass breaks his neck.
Who owns Interplay now? Who owns Interplay?
I honestly don't know.
No, because I was thinking about like it, as seems like no one would expect this. Here's the thing. I think of games like Midnight Walk, which was like a massive like stop motion sort of style. Like the Unravel games, It Takes Two had a massive world based on crafting and like doing like Honey I Shrunk the Kids stuff. Recently announced at the Summer Game Show that Felt That
Boxing. Holy shit! I want to play that.
Which is Punch Out, but with Muppets.
Yeah.
So it's like, honestly, if there was ever a time for a Clay Fighter reboot, I could totally fucking see it.
Yeah.
Especially now with Microsoft shooting the bed with fucking KI not coming back.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, honestly, if whoever owns that license, I could see him do it. Like if nothing else, it could be a really good way to show Unreal Engine doing graphics that are not just, oh, look at the ray tracing, the realism. Like, no, motherfuckers, you have these powerful engines. Make weird shit with them.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd even settle for like a celebrity deathmatch video game. That would be funny.
Oh fuck yeah, bring that back. Do that proper.
Like, yeah, like fucking like Clay Fighter, Celebrity Deathmatch. Fucking make the Neverhood remake. I would
Yeah.
be down for.
I was even just
Like, that
thinking
would
of
be
that.
amazing.
Yeah. The fucking Neverhood.
I would like that, but I don't want to pay money for it. And this is somebody who really loved the Neverhood. I just don't want to give the creator any money. Because the creator's a piece of shit.
That's true.
Is he?
That's true.
Oh.
Yeah.
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 Oh yeah, he's
Does
a
he still
gigantic
own?
piece of shit.
Does he own the license now, or did somebody buy it?
No, he's always owned the Neverhood. The Neverhood was an original IP. He's always owned that.
He still owns that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we could get a new
Yeah.
Oddworld game.
They were starting to do that, and then just Soulstorm came and went, and just nothing.
Like I said,
It's like we had New and Tasty, and then Soulstorm was Ape's Exodus, and it's like nothing. Like not even an attempt at like Stranger's Wrath again. Like nothing.
Oh,
I
and
don't know what the hell Lauren's doing right now.
wishful thinking and nostalgia, just to fuck around because it's topical now. Make new Gex.
Oh God! The thing is, you know who owns,
Jam.
you say that, but you know who owns Gex right now, right?
No, who?
Square.
Wow. Okay.
Well, actually, now Embracer Group does because Gex was part of Eidos. Eidos got bought by Square, and then Square sold Eidos and all their mostly American stuff to Embracer.
Okay. I don't know. Give us new Gex.
Like honestly, I was surprised that, like we were talking about, 3D platformer, like 3D platformers, all these things coming back. Like I'm surprised they never really tried, seemingly until recently, to revive some of these old mascot platformers.
Give me new Gex.
Like-
give me new Klonoa. Give me. There's
Like-
plenty of them. Like
I'm surprised no one
guys.
tried a new fucking Arrow the Acrobat, Zero the Kamikaze Squirrel, fucking Awesome Possum. I'd be surprised. Come on, they brought fucking Bubsy back. Try Awesome Possum.
Fuck
Let's just
yeah,
see
they
what
brought
happens.
Bubsy back. That for goddamn worse. I'll never say better.
So, but even then, like, we don't even talk. That's just like the 2D platforms from like the 16-bit era. We talk about like the 3D platformers. Like, I think of like Corn Kid 64, and that style of platformer is like being lovingly revived in Ebo. Like, yeah, we talked to like
I didn't play
Banjo
that.
and Conquer earlier, but
Mhm.
like stuff like Glover, like the Silicon Valley, whatever the fuck, Rocket Robot on
Space
Wheels.
Station Silicon Valley.
Thank you, that one. Like
British as
basically,
fuck.
I'm trying to remember all the Nitro Rad videos I've seen. I'm trying to remember which games he's covered.
Right.
But it's also like, but there's also stuff weirdly got revived and did pretty decently. Like KO the Kangaroo got a reboot and did pretty decently.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm surprised that no one really tried to capitalize on that and have more fun with like these mascot platforms. Like they're coming back in like, yeah, they don't make like the big bucks, but guys, you can make these games in like 2 or 3 years and not have to worry about banking your entire fucking studio on the fact that Unreal Engine makes your grass look good. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, as you can see, we could definitely keep going. So, but I think we'll wrap this up now. We can always return to the topic, and hey, we can always bring other people in here because they never told me that they weren't gonna be here, so I'm a little confused. But whatever. I mean, it's not like I'm technically your boss or anything. Fuck it. Okay. So, you could snub me. Anyways.
Yeah, we are doing this before a holiday, technically, so.
Yeah. Anyways. Grave, where's the turtle today?
I'm gonna hunt down our missing comrades. They
Good.
need to join us for nostalgia next time.
They really do. I really thought they all were going to. Uh,
I know one of them has been craving for Overlord to come back. Bastard.
oh yeah. Yeah, he wanted Overlord. Pass. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/pass_the_remote. You can also find me on YouTube at pass_the_remote. You can find me on Pass Remote on Blue Sky and Pass the Remote CF on the desiccated husk of Elon Musk's ego, known as Twitter.
Excellent. Doc.
If I'm not here shooting the shit and taking us on tangents, I'm over on Blue Sky under Chaotic Doctor. I'm on Criticalist under Chaotic Doctor, where I talk about I've talked about movies, TV shows, and a bunch of other things, including some more rants about franchises that should either be revived or stay dead. Fuck you, Zack Snyder. If I'm not here on Wolf's Den Productions on Podbean, you can find me over on Royce. Well, also on Podbean, but you also find me on Roy's channel, where we do the Starlight, the Red Light, and over the years, aka OTEP, where we talk about hip hop music and see if it's worth the past decade or so. I fucked that up. I'm a little hungover, folks. I apologize, but yeah, if I'm not here, I'm there. If I'm not there, I'm in Criticalist. I'm there on Blue Sky, and if I'm not there, I'm trying to find the offices of Sony and see if I can hunt Neil Druckmann down.
All right. Have fun with that. You can also find me here on Podbean and YouTube under Wolfson Productions. From goofy-ass anime to the shocking horror, Wolfson Productions, your #1 stop for equally nerdy reviews of nerdy media. You can also find me over on Blue Sky under Mistress Ookami. That is the Mistress Ookami. That's my name. Don't wear it out. And if you're feeling extra generous, head on over to the Wolfston Patreon, where you get access to episodes that may or may not drop to the general public, episodes that most certainly will not drop to the general public, behind the scenes, all sorts of goodies, all for a measly $1 a month. Remember, folks, your $1 a month, they can go a long, long way. And until next time, I think the next one we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at a certain bounty hunter who... She needs to get like a purse for her power-ups or something, because every time she lands somewhere, she loses them all.
Well, you know, they women's pockets. They don't have shit. You can't carry shit in those.
And she has a lot of weapons to put in her pockets.
That's true.
And at the end of the day, it's all about the baby.
The child.
I will.
What? Are you okay?
I think Pass wants to kill me for reminding him that game exists.
I hate that game. I hate more than anything. Oh, that's one of the worst games ever.
Oh!
Character assassination.
Oh, it was a reference to that. You know, I literally blocked that one from my memory. Thank you, Doc. I will kill you after we cut to black.
Baby's cry, the bottle ship, like nothing? Really?
I will kill you after we cut to black. Good night, everybody.
Well, I've done my job.
Woof.
Bark.
You are so fucking dead, man.
Good night, everybody.